Onic Esports with the next ban, it is going to be the Yuzong.
There'll be a showdown here between Boots and Fluffy in that EXP lane. And with that being said, though, it might be even. So what kind of heroes will they pick up to try and, topple the balance in each other's favor? That will be the main question. Lilia has been taken away, so the extra bit of security, right? The safety that Drian had in the previous game will no longer be available. But with the Yuzong banned out as well, the backline is relatively safe unless Aura Fire goes for an assassin in the jungle, which is going to be a very, very bold move.
It is going to be a bold move here, so we'll have to see here the approach from side of Aura Fire. Will they commit to another mid lane ban here? Because, yeah, Aura Fire will definitely ban another mage there, no? It will be a Selena, so denying once again the split, the pick-off potential from side of onic Esports. onic Esports, perhaps they might commit to Kabuki's hero here. Yuzong is one, and yeah, I'm looking at Cho perhaps.
A Cho can be. The Esmeralda has already been banned. They could ban the Uranus as well. I do think that is an option, and this is quite interesting, to be honest, because can't D-Roth just burst down the Hylos in that EXP lane?
Kind of. Dyra does really good against the tankier members. That is usually why he is picked up. And so right now, I'm not quite sure. I really think it might be a ban targeted towards the mid lane. Oh, so not the mid lane, sorry. The gold lane, as I was saying. Brody will be banned out from the side of Aura. So what will be their answer? It is, yet again, the Cho.
Yeah, the Cho. So onic Esports decides to ban that Brody, and of course Aura Fire will definitely pick up the Cho. Once again, another hero that is very, very notorious. Signature Kabuki, for Kabuki. onic Esports. I'm looking at Lunox here. I don't know why Lunox perhaps could work here to burst that Dyroth and that Kufra, especially in the mid game. And to accompany that Lunox, I'm looking at perhaps another Matilda.
I want to see Kagura.
Or Kagura.
I want to see Kagura.
But there's
for
no
Drian.
marksman, so yeah, it could target Savior easily here. But I don't know. I'm more leaning towards Lunox here. We'll have to see Arashi.
They can go for the Farsa as well if they really want to deny the Savior from any play, but it will be the Lunox. Good call on Goni. And Natalia here will ensure that Facehugger does not have anything short of a good time.
Oh, nasty early game here. 2 assassins already to Onyx's name, and as well as Beatrix to balance it out. Aura Fire. Wow. Eterna, this is your... I feel like this is your favorite hero, no?
Go Dita is in the house, guys. Once more, it is going to be Kadita for Godiva, one of his signature picks. I don't even know if I have to explain it at this stage. I think we're all very accustomed to seeing this pick coming through. A really weird pick, but not weird when it is Godiva being the pilot behind it. So these are both compositions set in stone. Arashi, what are your thoughts here?
I think that Aura has a bit of an edge just because they have a lot more fighters, whereas for for onic, right, they do have the Natalia. So the targets for the Natalia is going to be a bit hard to find in the early game, but once it goes running, I think onic will have the advantage in checking for information because they have a high loss that doesn't really need to be concerned about getting picked off.
Yeah, Land of Dawn we go. Portal, let's swoosh in to game number 3 here between Aura Fire and as well as onic Esports. Let's quick predictions here, Eterna. Who do you favor from the composition?
I really enjoy what onic Esports is bringing to the table, to be honest. I want to see what a Lunox can do in that mid lane.
The jungle Cooper.
But oh my god! Oh my guys, every time we think we understand Aura's gameplay, they just completely 180 us. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Kufra was already chosen from the side of Aura Fire in that second pick, and then there was the Kadita in that last pick, meaning that it is going to be a Kufra jungler here. I'm going for Aura Fire, sorry. I'm changing. Aura for me.
Here's the thing though, it's a surprise. It is new, of course it is high, but on the early game, Fanny has more mobility, has more clear camps potential than a Kufra.
I do understand that, but every time they're going to be contesting over neutral objectives, it is going to be the Kufra being able to win it out, in my opinion.
It might happen as well, so it depends. The crowd control advantage will for sure be put to good use by the side of Aura Fire. That is their playstyle. That is what they enjoy doing the most. So in the early game later on, especially once everyone reaches level 4, there'll be that combo potential, especially with Godiva on the Kadita as well. But afterwards, as I was saying, Boots is just so tanky and he'll be able to actually face check a lot. Whereas for Aura, they have to be careful because Fanny, in addition to the Natalia, that's a lot of damage and Godiva gets taken out.
First blood by Samsung for side of onic Esports. What a combo. there.
Oh!
And as well as the bot side there, Kiboy with the assassination, the silent killer there. Kabuki falls victim. What
It's
a play.
sad, right? Because Aura Fire banned away the Selena to eliminate this entire threat. Kiboy, when given these type of heroes, can do wonders,
Oh.
but there is always the Natalia, but Fluffy here, wait a minute.
Oh!
Almost there, Fluffy with a quick respawn, and of course Godiva is there to back him up. But yeah, Aura Fire here seems to have more control, but Kiboy jumping in towards the backside. Facehugger is the target. Who will have the retribution? There you go, High picks up that turtle, but High might fall here as Boots claims that kill, and Kiboy might look for a second here. Facehugger falls as well as, yeah, Kiboy right now, as Natalia, will not be able to escape, or will he? Nope. Fluffy with the double. It will be 2 for 2, but the turtle will fall to the hands of Aura Fire.
Aura Fire, High, finally being able to pick up that retribution, and even without the Demon Slayer emblem, so that's already a slight improvement for the side of Aura Fire. They will be winning that one out, but for some reason, it is actually still onic Esports with the 1,000 gold lead. I think they do have more pickups on the board, but oh my god!
Jet Kudo Flicker connects as well as the Way of Dragon. Dreon will fall. And Aura Fire slowly picking up pace here. More proactive in the mid side. And yeah, there you go.
If you look at the two of the lanes in the top and bottom side, onic actually is winning out. We talked about the win condition for Aura Fire is having a strong side lane to make plays of, and right now it is nowhere to be seen. Both these lanes are favoring the side of onic Esports unless Godiva can actually make something happen, but he is going to be caught in a duel.
Yeah, Godiva forces to use the rough waves here as the passive will activate, but wow. The jukes there, 2-on-1. Godiva still survives. But man, oh man, Kabuki is not having a fun time on his lane. 3-on-1 here. Kabuki under the turret and managed to clear the wave as well as Kiboy trying to somehow chunk the turret. Godiva, Kabuki trying to find compensation. Wave Dragon connects. No damage just yet, but Godiva is there, and as well as Dawning Light secures the kill. Sans trying to find compensation, trying to find two, but the turret is just too much. Kabuki low-key outplaying in the bot side.
Sans versus Turret. Sans has to go down this time around, and it is going to be 2 trades over the board here for both teams. And now, with the momentum that has kind of shifted in a way, Aura Fire are actually the first ones to get more proactive movements on this neutral objective, in that Turtle will be able to claim it without contest, and Aura Fire is still putting up a fight against onic Esports here in game number 3.
What's important to note is that Dawning Light, though, is just so annoying. Always having pressure, always having impact all over the map with that global presence. Aura Fire is putting it to good use, but they need to be a bit careful because honestly, in the late game, I don't think they scale as well. This is a replay brought to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series. In the beginning, CW just gets picked off with the Wave of the Dragon into the Dawning Light, and afterwards, despite the best efforts from Sans, he just takes one too many tower shots and he falls right in front of the face of Dreon. And right now, onic Esports is a bit on the back foot, but they are still having a gold advantage.
What a shame, but I guess from the side of onic Esports, they're putting a lot of emphasis into that gold lane and will be therefore able to pressure, but Sans, insane!
Yeah.
Once again, putting so much pressure. The aggression is definitely there, as now we're going to take a little bit into the items.
Right, Facehugger already building for the Clock of Destiny. So as of right now, it's been a lot of action, but it's only been 5.5 minutes, almost 6 minutes. So the items, for the most part, are just boots and components. Nothing real major has been completed just yet. It will be changing soon as CW picks up a Blade of Despair. So what's important to note here is that Kiboy has the Blade of Heptases. So his pickup potential is going to be off the charts right now.
Yeah, right now, Sans somehow chunking Godiva down. No openings for both of the teams just yet. I feel like they are waiting. They are slowly building towards the mid-game here. Right now, top side is perhaps the target here for side of Aura, but of course, onic Esports will not stand still. High opening up vision as well as map here. Dreon has not collected his items just yet, so of course, he does not want business.
Man, I mean, already a Clock of Destiny, though. He just needs a Winter Truncheon, a little bit more other items depending on what he wants to go for. And man, the burst coming in from that Lunox is going to be definitely felt from the side of Aura Fire, understanding the composition that they have already built here. But look at this, Turtle has already been started.
Yeah, chunked here as Boots already opening up the glorious pathway, but Facehugger will definitely survive with 1 HP. And actually, it will be high on the bot side though. Trying to survive, will not be able to, but Kiboy fall as well. It is going to be 1-for-1. Right now, Fluffy and Boots going at it. There you go, CW comes in to the party and takes Fluffy's life.
The snipes come in heavy from the side of onic Esports here, and this is when onic Esports, they start to shine. It is going to be another and a lot of damage put onto Kabuki here.
Uh-oh, Drion gets caught there by Godiva, but Sans comes in and trades that kill. And yeah, it is an all-out brawl here. Perhaps in the mid-game, Kibo already set something up, but High will prio that purple buff first, as we will see here. What do you think?
I mean, onic Esports, for the most part, is still dominating in all three lanes. Look at how many towers they've pushed in that top lane, in the mid side almost. And in that bottom lane, it is going to be onic Esports winning it out. A 1,000 gold lead here. They do lose all the turtles, but for now, onic Esports, they're looking very comfortable because even if they do drag this into the late game, let's say, even if they do win, and even if they do lose that early game, they will start to have their power spikes in that late game, especially with the Lunox as well as CW in their hands.
Exactly, but right now Facehugger has the Lightning Truncheon as well, so beware of that burst. One tower will finally be taken for Aura Fire. It is a very close back and forth, but as you mentioned, onic Esports, they have no problems being on the back foot.
Yeah, Sans here is going to be targeted by 2 members. Still enough energy to escape though. The Juke's a little flashy plays from Sans, but take a look at the mid side here. Perhaps onic Esports might look for a collapse as Kiboy's whereabouts was known by the side of Godiva, but yeah, both teams disengaging. Both teams has the clear. Boots though, opening vision, opening up that level 2 skill 2. Oh, CW with the flicker clutch. Fluffy might fall here as CW survives with 1 HP. Godiva falls victim as well. 2 members down, no compensation just yet. Boots still looking for a fighter as Kabuki is going to be targeted, but Aura Fire with 3 members, of course, they will disengage.
And the problem is, Aura Fire, they're not playing the discipline game in the laning as well. Look at the bottom side minions pushing into their base, as now onic Esports, understanding this fact, are able to get this Lord without any contest whatsoever from the side of Aura Fire.
There is a lot of damage coming from Drian, man. This is already 9 minutes into the game. At about 11, I think that will be where onic Esports will be absolutely equal. So trading kills like this for Aura Fire really was ideal. As you can see, the damage coming in. That is insane.
Huge.
Oh my god. Godiva nearly taken down there with the snipes coming in, and the finisher from the side of Kiboy. Unfortunately, the execute just came in a little too early and was therefore able to live Godiva slide. But now the Lord is already marching there in that bottom lane, and onic Esports, they're putting the pressure here in that mid side.
Yeah. Aura here clumping in the mid side. 5 members is, yeah, standing close by. Lord marching bot side. Top side has been cleared. Sans takes a whole lot of damage there from Kabuki, but yeah, 2v1 right now. Kabuki might be target, as right now Kabuki will definitely fall. We have Dragon though, connects. But what? I thought Kabuki surely will fall, but man oh man, boy was I wrong. Kabuki still survives in the mid side though. Godiva jumping in with the rough waves, does not connect on towards anyone. The mid side High gets taken down as onic Esports right now. Sure, Lord will fall, but man oh man, 1 member picked off, and it is going to be High.
This is not looking good for the side of Aura Fire whatsoever.
Oh!
They do and are able to manage a pickoff, but what is that in losing 2 towers on the board? I mean, my god, the damage alpha coming in from onic Esports in the 11th minute is already so visible. You can feel the burst happening as Fluffy is trying to imitate that, but unfortunately the jukes coming in from Sans is just too much at the stage. Look at that snipe onto Facehugger.
That is damage, dude.
Nasty damage.
That
Oh,
is absolutely damage. And on the other side, though, Fluffy has been so effective at just waiting and setting up traps for the members of onic Esports. He takes out Drian earlier, and he really almost takes out one other member. So he is one of the main issues that onic Esports have to deal with right now. And honestly, they're in a good spot because, as you can see, every time a fight breaks out, Boots just steps into the front and becomes a literal wall, takes in all the damage, and just denies anyone like Kabuki or Godiva from getting past him and going towards that back line.
yeah, most definitely here as Boots being sandbag here, opening vision, opening maps, giving information. Oh my god, oh, in here, Kiboy, it's a mistake. Kiboy gets taken down. Boots might be next. Lowers pathway as the defense sounds, trying to find a casualty, but does not succeed. 1-0 here. Aura Fire, they are somehow baiting the members from the side of onic Esports. onic Esports, they need to be careful.
Yeah, but onic Esports, even though they did lose Kiboy, it is still their roamer only. So onic Esports, they're still standing very solid in that lead, a 4,000, almost 5,000 gold lead, as we're going to take a look at the damage dealt as well by Axe. And it does seem like Facehugger is still on top of the charts, but not followed, and very followed closely by the members of onic Esports. If we take a look at the real-time win probability presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series, 65% still on the hands of onic Esports, and that is quite visible. I feel like Aura Fire, they need to look for a particular moment. They need to find some kind of gameplay that they can utilize with Hai, with Godiva, and of course with Kabuki.
They have to go for some kind of pick of potential, man. But right now, with Boots being able to actually stay in the front with impudence, they can't really get to the back line, to the squishier members that they can absolutely pick off with the damage coming in from Godiva and Fluffy. So it's a difficult spot, and right now a fight breaks out yet again in the mid lane.
Yeah, Boots here taking damage from two members, and Fluffy is low. Sans looking for the kill. Godiva, though, might be the possible target as he opens up that rough waves as a diva on the backside. Kiboy catches Fluffy. Gets traded though, but it will be a roamer for XP laner. Kabuki, Wave Dragon connects onto its Rian.
Wow.
Immediate killing spree from the gold laner.
2-for-1 trade for the side of Aura Fire, and now with two members down on onic Esports, are they going to be using this opportunity to push even harder? They are targeting that turret, but man, Boots is just unkillable without Fluffy. Do they have a chance to burn him down?
Perhaps. Right now though, Godiva is going to pop that conceal for the escape. Lord is up, it's already enhanced, but it seems like Aura Fire, even though they are behind 4,000, onic Esports struggle to find proactive movements, Arashi.
Fluffy just built a 14-minute Blade of Heptases. He understands that pickoff is the name of the game, but Facehugger loses half his HP bar to one shot from CW. He is one of the main damage dealers right now with the BOD, the Demon Hunter Sword, as well as the Malefic Roar. That is a lot of damage.
Yeah, Kabuki now is going to be target 4-on-1, will not be able to survive. Sans gets the shutdown, and this might be it. onic Esports looks for an engage, and of course, Lord is going to be the neutral target for side of onic.
What happened there? What was Kabuki doing?
I think Kabuki was trying to go for a pickoff yet again because we saw earlier, even Drian can just get absolutely one shot by him. But right now, Boost will be the target.
Vengeance will not do justice. He will fall as Sans actually will not be able to escape. Immortal is there though. Will it be enough as Tyrant Rage to secure that kill as well? CW though, free hitting in the backside. Double kill for himself. And it will be a 2-4-2 as well as the Lord is up, but no retribution from side of onic.
Kiboy.
Kiboy comes in, gets the shutdown on that Xavier. Godiva pops the conceal as well. And yeah, onic Esports, now they might take the Lord.
Kiboy, our best roamer in the regular season here in MPL Indonesia, and it's starting to show. He's able to take down all the most important members from the side of Aura Fire down and leave onic Esports with so much loophole. And there he goes once again, almost. Luckily, Kiboy still manages to escape that, as now we're going to take a look at the replay here by the Samsung Galaxy A series.
Sans goes in to try and trade out the kill onto Boots, but he gets knocked up, and that was the beginning of the end for him. But the rest of the team, CW and Drian, are just able to stay in the backline and do an insane amount of damage. They cannot be left alone in these team fights. The DPS at this point, 15-16 minutes in the game, is just way too high for anyone to tank out. And right now, Aura Fire will look for another opportunity, but Kiboy is just so proactive and so annoying all the way in the back line.
5,000 gold lead has been collected from the side of onic Esports, and what can Aura Fire do right now? Kabuki and Kiboy, I thought they were gonna go for like a 1v1 micro heavy type of thing. I would have loved to see that, but it does seem like the glorious pathway has been popped.
Yeah, glorious pathway as a siege utility here. Base turret bottom side will be defended by the side of Aura Fire. Onic Esports has no neutral objective apart from that inner turret in the mid side that will surely fall here. Apart from that, in the bot side though, Fluffy gets engaged on. Sans still confident with the cables there. But man, oh man, Onic Esports.
You know, funny enough, right? One of the main things that have been actually in Sans' way whenever he's making a play is actually the knockup from Godiva. So he's predicting the movement from Sans in a very calculative manner. Right now, looking at the items though, Sans has the Winter Truncheon and the Rose Gold Meteor as well. He has a bunch of security to make sure that he does not get taken out. For CW though, he understands at this point a single Dawning Light from Facehugger will actually take him down to half HP. He builds the Athena shield, so it won't be as effective. Although you must remember that ultimate can come out twice in a single fight due to the cooldown build that Facehugger is going for.
Oh man, Arashi, is there no magical defense from the side of Aura Fire? Look at Drion's items. They're all penetration, all magic damage, very offensive right now.
Well, there's a bunch of Radiant Armors on the side of Aura Fire, but again, when you're dealing with a Lunox, that is just a lot of damage. That is just the trade-off, right? A weak early game traded for a very strong late game. And now with a Genius One and a Divine Glaive, right? The tankiest of members from Aura Fire will just get absolutely melted. And they have to worry about both magical damage from Drian as well as physical damage from CW.
Most definitely. I feel like right now, Aura Fire, with their 5 members here,
Oh my god.
off camera, Kiboy just managed to find Facehugger. Right now, he is the target though. Godiva and High will somehow kill off this Kiboy, but Kiboy is struggling, trying to survive. He will fall though as Boots trying to engage top side as well as Rion and CW. But yeah, I feel like Onic Esports, they are more than comfortable to take the Lord here.
Aura Fire are not given a single moment to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay? As soon as we feel like on Esports they're disengaging, you can feel Kiboy already looking for his next prey. And it's insane the amount of pressure that Onic Esports has on Aura Fire with this Natalia play coming through for them.
Yeah, most definitely here as Onic Esports, I feel like they are somehow going to go for the Lord, but wait for Kiboy first here. Arashi, any thoughts here? Minute number 19.
Well, as this point, you can see Boots will be the main target, but that is the tank.
Yeah, that is the tank. Wave Dragon. 3 ultimates burns out as Sans comes into the backside, trying to find compensation, trying to find target. Godlike for CW as High falls as well. 2 members. Aura Fire has nothing here. Sans recalling, and yeah, right now it is going to be a 2-for-0 pressure fight next, but Sans still has the Immortal and as well as energy enough to escape. CW might be target, but Kiboy comes in from the flanks and take one down. Kabuki though as well gets CW, so it's an equal trade there in the mid side.
Yeah, 3-for-2 trade though for the side of Onic Esports, and they are going to be able to get this Lord uncontested. That was insane flanks coming in from Kiboy, as well as the damage output coming in from Onic is just too much, and it starts to beg the question. I do understand that Onic Esports, they are looking for a pickoff on the board. That is what their composition was made for, but all that resource, all those ultimates burn out for just one member, is it worth it?
Well, this one, I guess they're getting kind of desperate. They have to actually go in and go for the back line because there's no way. We saw again in that fight, if you want to go head-to-head in terms of DPS, there is no way in hell you're going to win against a Beatrix and a Lunox at 20 minutes in the game. It just does way too much. High as well as Fluffy can't withstand that kind of damage. They have to rely on Godiva and Kabuki perhaps to actually get some damage in, or at least zone them away from the fight so that they can actually take Boots out before everything actually happens out.
I don't know if anyone picked that up, but Kiboy was taken down off camera by Godiva. So, like you mentioned, Arashi, it is going to be a lot of pressure on Godiva now that we are entering the 21st minute.
Yeah, but I feel like with Xavier in your composition, the high ground is pretty secure here. Aura Fire will definitely cure. Oh, time reach connects onwards to right now, but High gets bursted down by Drion. Boots though on the front side will not fall as CW is going to the target. The metal pops off and Sans is going to fall as well as CW. 2-for-0, 2-for-1. But yeah, Aura Fire, they're fighting back.
Yeah, they are finding some compensation on the board, and what initially was a 5,000 gold lead for the side of onic esports have actually been
It's gone.
crumbled down to what, 400? This can easily be taken back from the side of Aura Fire, as now we're going to take a look at the player's goal here by Living by Mandiri. CW still on top of that list, but Kabuki is not far behind. What does this mean, Arashi?
Well, at this point, it's really late in the game, so items are quite equal. The thing is, a lot of immortals have been burned on Aura Fire before the quote-unquote decisive fight. In 60 seconds, right, that Lord will be one of the main factors here. And for both teams, Aura Fire can still definitely win out a fight depending on how they play it out. As you saw earlier, if Drian and CW do not get any protection, there is a lot of damage available for Aura Fire to try and get the catch out. So it will come down to positioning, it will come down to flanks, but off the bat, if they just go head-to-head, I think onic esports will just easily win. But so it will come down to Aura Fire trying to make the moves, right? The strategy, the tactics, to try and make sure that they do get to that backline.
Now looking at the items, I feel like there was what, 1, 2 immortals from side of Aura Fire, and no immortals. No, only 1, 2 immortals as well from onic esports. So I feel like Aura Fire somehow will have the edge. Conceal play on towards Sans here. Sans is going to be targeted, but Sans is just too slick on that cables. Will be able to do the clear as well, but no, he wants to engage. Godiva might be the viable target here, as right now 4 members is practically on him. Yeah, Godiva also too slick here. High, trying to find an engage. Does not find the right opening, but take a look at the mid side. Sans looking for a play on towards Kabuki is quite low. Fluffy though is in no man's land. He gets taken down. And this is going to be 5v4.
That's not good for the side of Aura Fire. They lost a member on the board and burned a really important resource in that Ocean Odyssey from Kadita. So at the stage, we can already predict that onic esports are very and heavily able to just bait these resources out from Aura Fire, really waste it before they go in and look for a team fight. Because like Arashi mentioned, the burst damage and the DPS damage coming in from onic esports is just too much when it comes to a 5v5 situation. There isn't anyone from the side of Aura Fire, I guess, other than that gyro, to be able to put that amount of damage. But it does seem like Kabuki going on to Sans.
High here is going to find something as Winter's Truncheon pops here as Rian survives. Godiva will fall as nothing for side of Aura has worked here. 1 member picked off, and onic esports is now more than ever confident to take another Lord. But Facesucker, being the savior he is, yeah, I feel like Aura will manage to clear the Lord once again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, right now, onic esports, they lost several turrets just because they are forced to group S5. They win S5, but as a result, they don't win when they're on their own. So Aura Fire, they make use of Godiva and Kabuki to go for those pickoffs, and that forces onic esports to not be able to deal with the quote-unquote split push. Right now, with a member down, though, they will be going for the Lord or baiting for a fight with the Lord to try and get, yet again, another number advantage as Kiboy looks for a flank.
Kiboy looking for a flag in the backside, finds his target, Immortal though, but Facehugger has nowhere to go. Kiboy might be next here. Oh my god! Oh, I thought Kiboy survived, but he gets taken out as well. But Sans comes in, Winter Truncheon popped as well. CW gets taken down as it is going to be an all-out brawl here in the top side. Sans trying to do damage as well. Godiva comes in. Does not find the target just yet as Boots will fall as well. Most definitely here as, Sans overcommitting in here. I feel like no energy. Oh, there you go. Trying to win 1 HP. And it is going to be a 2-for-2.
I'm sorry, it is a 2-for-2 trade, but the way that they're playing onic esports, it's like they're playing with Aura Fire at this stage. I don't understand what's going on. Aura Fire, they're going for fights in the jungle, and this is really easy for the Fanny to just dish in and out all that damage as the Lord is already marching down in that bottom lane.
Well, if they fight in the jungle, right, there's a lot more routes and options for Aura Fire to try and find flanks. But the thing is, they're just not going at it together. And now Kabuki goes for a sneaky play. He might actually be able to pick up Drian.
Yeah, no Winter Truncheon. Remember, Drian has Immortal though, as Kabuki right now will claim that mega kill. Sans trying to find trade, but does not succeed. Kabuki once again out macroing the last Kage.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That's exactly what they needed. The Lord instantly was abolished by the side of Aura Fire, and that was basically a useless Lord for the side of onic Esports. Losing one of their main damage dealers is going to be the way to go for the side of Aura Fire. Let's see if they can recreate that kind of setting once again here, as they might be brawling for the next Lord.
I think onic Esports, their main priority right now is to make sure that CW does not get taken out. All right, because even if they don't get the kill, as long as CW is on the map, he'll be able to output enough damage to take anybody out. So if he's taken out though, as you can see, everyone just falls back because the damage really isn't coming in as consistently. Even when Drian was there, he still is a mage at heart, so the DPS really doesn't compare. CW is the main advantage that onic has in that late game. They need to play around him for sure.
Take a look at
Kiboy.
Kiboy.
Yeah,
Take a look at
exactly.
Kiboy right now. Going from the backside, trying to find Facehugger.
Uh-oh.
Might just succeed here. Facehugger opening Donnie like up too early, but Kiboy gets Facehugger. Will not be traded back though. Sans jumping in as well. Boots trying to take the sandbag as much as he
Kabuki.
can. 5v4 right now. Kabuki gets the way of Dragon. Sans gets picked off. Jet Kundo flicker connects on towards Sue, but no follow-up damage just yet. Boots right now trying to hold as best as he can, as once again the best roamer in the league gets the pick off.
What in the world? Key boy! Key man, now that I see this, it is going to be CW though.
Oh!
Taking a kill onto Godiva, and that is just Aura Esports taken out one by one.
Aura Fire scattered here, Arashi, as the yellow porcupine still strong with 4. No retribution now though. But man, oh man, Aura Fire, minute number 27, they are still holding on. Take a look. Still with boots. I thought they will sell the boots though, but yeah, still with boots on. Right now they are looking for Siege in the bedside.
Yep, they're not going to go for the Lord. They're going to go for the end. There's still 40 seconds onto Godiva, and there's no wave clear on the side of Aura Fire. There's a marksman on the side of onic Esports as well. They go for this end, dude.
Glorious pathway connects, but it will be the base going to be the target to expose. onic Esports will take game number 3. 2-1 match points. The yellow porcupines.
onic Esports with such immaculate display of skill.